Hi guys, it's my weekly blog on my battle with depression and anxiety. The past week has been quite a bad week and also a good week. I don't know where to start really. You know, depression, you have good days and you have bad days, so I've been taking medication, quite a low dose of antidepressant, and the side effects are making me quite nauseous, giving me a severe headache every day, can't sleep at night. So I've switched my medication to the morning and hopefully I'll get a good night's sleep. What else has been happening this week? Mood wise, I've been quite good, feeling quite happy at times, kind of chatty, sociable, back to my old self, out and about, mixing with people again, making an effort. But the one thing I will say though is I feel invisible to a lot of people. Like, I make the effort and they don't want to know. So, for instance, like on Facebook, I'll comment on somebody's post and I just get totally ignored. Or, I'll say to them, let's meet up soon, and again, I just get totally ignored. Or I'll leave a message on, one of the forums that I'm sitting on, and again, I don't get any messages, I get ignored. Maybe one person, thanks Vicky, you comment on all my stuff, but one person will make a comment, yet someone else popular on that site will comment and they get like 15, 20 comments, and we have the same sort of medical conditions, we have the same sort of stuff we're going through in life, and I'm like, why does that person get all these people comment and why not me? Why am I invisible? And that really affects your confidence and really affects your self-esteem. And I think when you've got low confidence and low self-esteem anyway, that it really doesn't help, but I'd want people to like me for me, not just because they're feeling sorry for me. So I don't know what to do to be in the in crowd or be popular. I don't know. I'm just myself, and I don't know. I don't know. I don't understand it, but it does hurt my feelings, because I'm not invisible and I'm sick to death of people not taking me seriously, you know. Like this whole depression thing, when I was in hospital with it, when I got sent there by my doctor, I saw a liaison nurse and she really didn't have much time for me. She spent maybe about 15 minutes with me and then left. That was about it. And she said she was going to refer me on to somebody to speak to, like counselling or something. And a few weeks later, like, I still hadn't heard anything, so I said to my GP, like, I think it was last week, I've still not heard anything, and I really, could be doing with some sort of support or counsel or something. And my GP said she would phone up and ask about it. And then I got a letter through telling me my appointment's like January. I'm like, that's no good to me. I need help now, not January. So it just made me realise that nurse in the hospital didn't take me seriously. She didn't put through an urgent referral, and now I'm having to wait till January. So, I'm hoping to be cured by January. So I've cancelled the appointment. I'm not going to go see anyone now because I'm not waiting till January. Whether I'm being stubborn, I don't know. Whether I'll regret it, I'm not sure. But what happened today was I went to see my GP about my health condition. I have something called Fowler syndrome, and I also have a type of stoma called Trophinoph, and I will be doing more videos on Fowler's and on Trophinoph, and then kind of the medical side of people can understand kind of the condition we go through, because a lot of them do kind of sympathise with kind of, it goes hand in hand with this sort of depression for all you go through, and the many hospital admissions and the way sometimes you do treatment from the nurses or the doctors, and all kind of goes hand in hand really. But yeah, my GP today, she sent me into hospital this afternoon, and yeah, it was just yeah, I got a letter and I opened the letter. She sealed it shut with sellotape and I opened it, and I think the reason she sealed it shut is because she didn't want me to see what was in it. So in it was like all of her, weekly kind of, every time she's seen me, she's been writing notes, and all of it I had printed of all the notes. So her diagnosis for me is, hold on, I'll have a look in a bit of paper. What does she say I have? Depressive disorder, NEC. I don't really know what that is, but I kind of quickly looked it up, and it's like mild depression, but you don't fit into any other labels or bands for you to be diagnosed with a sort of mental health condition, so it's just mild depression. In a way it's kind of good that that's what she thinks I have, but in a way I think, well, I don't think it's mild. I think it's more than that. You know, when you try and take your own life, I don't think that's mild, and I just feel like nobody's listening to me and nobody's taking me seriously. So what do I need to do to be heard, to be listened? Because that's all I want. You know, I feel like my GP's not telling me everything, so, and all I ask is be honest with me. So I feel like she's kind of hiding stuff. And also one of the things that she commented on in that letter is that I'm always kind of, you know, well dressed and give really good eye contact. Now anybody that knows me at all knows that I don't give eye contact at all. I never ever have. And you know, as for being well dressed, well, there's no need to be, you know, a midden, you know, typical Scottish word, but there's no need to be untidy or unkempt or dirty just because you're depressed. There's no need for it. So I am going to be always dressed or, you know, smart, casual, whatever. You know, there's no need to be dirty. But you seem to kind of be penalised for that as well. So, you know, so I just feel like nobody at all is taking me seriously, and I'm not sure I trust my GP, and I have trust issues anyway, but I'm just really not sure that I can trust her. What she writes in her notes and what she actually says to me, they are kind of the same, but her notes are far more clinical and just that's it. Whereas she's talking to me, she's been really helpful, you know, and she's is like, you know, if you need to come back and see me, please come, or call me anytime. But in her notes she's like, no, refused help. I never refused help, I just maybe didn't need to phone you. I didn't, you know, you've got a million other patients. I'm not your only patient, and I'm not an attention seeker, you know. I don't know, say, what do I need to do to be heard, to be listened, to be taken seriously, you know? I don't know. And it's the same with my family. I'm not taken seriously with my family either. They never listen to me. You know, it just really, really gets to me. It really does. I know I'm probably quite immature for my age. I know I look a hell of a lot younger than what I actually am. I understand that, but it's, so what, you know? You know, it's hard. Depression and anxiety is not a nice thing to go through, and when you're going through it totally and utterly on your own, it doesn't help. You know, I haven't told a single soul of my family, you know, and they're that wrapped up in themselves, haven't even noticed. You know, my deepest, darkest thoughts stay in my head. I don't tell anybody. You know, I've probably told my doctor more than anyone, and she doesn't really know that much because I haven't said, because as I say, I don't trust her. I don't trust anyone. So, you know, keeping it all in your head is so hard. And that's probably what does a lot of the damage as well. So, I don't know. Do I need to try and take my own life again? Do I need to take a massive overdose? Do I need to throw myself in front of a train? What do I need to do to get people to just hear me, just listen, make me feel like valued in life, you know? I don't want people feeling sorry for me. I don't need that, you know. Just support me, be there for me, but be genuine, you know, actually like me for me, because I'm actually quite a likeable person. You know, I can be quite fun and bubbly once you get to know me. I can have a laugh. I've got a great sense of humour, you know, quite dry, but a great sense of humour. You know, I have qualifications. I'm not silly. I have a degree. You know, I have a home. I have my own home. You know, I've got things that I should be happy about, but you know, I've got a lot of things that people don't understand, like, you know, infertility, you know, not being able to have a child. That's so hard. and it really, really gets me down. The fact that you have to save like £7,500 to go for IVF, and I'm almost there. I'm almost there with money wise, but you know, I feel like it's not fair on me, and I can't go through the whole IVF process when I'm feeling like the way I'm feeling. I have good days and I have bad days, but I can't risk it until I'm feeling 100% on the ball and 100% like myself. Then I'm not going to risk going for IVF, and if I fall pregnant, I'm not going to risk, you know, that child or myself. So I'm not going to do it. So I have to kind of get myself better first before I do anything. So tomorrow I'll have to go all day and sit at the hospital, and for my medical condition, I have as I say, I had a type of stomach cold on my Trophenol and it's not working. So tomorrow I'm going to have to sit all day at the hospital, probably be treated like crap by the doctors, wait for hours and hours and hours just to kind of get it reopened. And that's going to be quite a test of my patience and quite stressful when you're not feeling up to it anyway. You know, it's something I could have done without, but I'm just going to have to go with it and deal with it, you know. And then on Thursday I have a family funeral. It's my uncle's funeral, and the funeral is up in Aberdeen. So it's a long drive there, a long drive back, you know, for a 40-minute service. Stuck in a car with relatives that I cannot stand. Yeah, I'm dreading that. And when you've got social anxiety anyway, mixing with people is it's just a nightmare. It's just really horrible, you know. So I really don't want to go to this funeral, but I have to go to support my mum, and you know, she's pretty much adamant that I'm going and that's it. So, you know, I kind of have to go. But yeah, anyway, you know, leave comments in the box below. I'd really like to know what people think, if they're seeing my videos, if they're not, because nobody really comments. Nobody's giving me any feedback, you know. And I did confide in a few friends on Facebook and let them know that I was putting these blogs up. Maybe about 20 people, and I've never had any feedback at all. So I don't know if these people are watching it, if they think it's shit, if they think it's good. I don't know. And it's making me feel quite insecure that nobody's actually given me feedback back and said, I agree with you, you're doing a good job, or actually your videos are crap. I don't know. So comment down below, okay? As I say, I'm going to do some videos on my Fowler syndrome and on my Trophenol, but at the moment this is just kind of about my weekly journey with depression and anxiety, and yeah, okay, well, I'll see you all next week probably when I do my next vlog, and yeah, thanks for your support. Bye.